In this video, we're going to learn a few words for le visage, the face. La bouche means mouth. Now, to remember this word, imagine someone has got a big bush coming out of their mouth. Maybe they were trying to swallow a whole bush from their garden. They're trying to eat this big bush. So the bush is coming out of their mouth. La bouche, mouth. Le nez means nose. So imagine you're teasing someone. Your nose is blocked. So you're deliberately pronouncing nose as nez. Now, of course, in French, we don't pronounce that Z. So it's simply le nez. Le nez is nose. L'œil means eye. L'œil. Imagine you are looking at someone, you're looking at one of their eyes. The eye has an infection, a terrible infection. See the pink and the green and the blue and the purple and all sorts of terrible colors and that coming out of the eye from this infection. And you are so disgusted by this, you say, l'œil. So l'œil is an eye. La joue means cheek. So imagine someone mispronounces the word you. So instead of saying I kiss you on your cheek, they say I kiss you on your cheek. La joue is a cheek. La paupière means eyelid. So imagine a pauper dressed in rags. And unfortunately, just because they're dressed in rags, they were beaten senseless, which is not fair. But they've got one of their eyelids, you notice, is black and blue. It's been beaten very badly. So la paupière means eyelid. So here are the words again. La bouche is mouth. Le nez is a nose. L'œil is an eye. La joue is a cheek. La paupière is an eyelid. Now, word again about noun gender. The first word, la bouche, is feminine. The last letter of this word bouche is a silent E, which is used to indicate that we need to pronounce that CH. So often, if the last letter of a noun is a silent E, especially if it indicates that you need to pronounce the consonant before that, then you can conclude with almost 100% certainty that that noun is feminine. Le nez, notice when you pronounce it, you don't pronounce the Z. Le nez, you will say an air sound, a vowel sound last. Because the last thing you hear when you say that word is a vowel sound, if you had to guess the gender, guess masculine, you would almost always be right if you followed that rule. Now, l'œil, we must be careful here. When you say œil, the last sound is kind of a Y sound. So it's an E followed by the start of a Y sound. In the way we are taught normally at school, we tend to think of the letter Y and a Y sound as a consonant. But in fact, if you study linguistics, you'll discover that the letter Y is actually closer to a vowel than it is to a consonant. It's a special kind of a sound called a glide, and it is closer in some or other way to a vowel. So think of the y sound in l'œil as being a vowel. Because the last sound we hear in l'œil is a vowel sound or something very similar to a vowel sound, this is a masculine noun. Now, la joue. The last letter when we write down joue is a silent E. Now, that E doesn't serve to tell us to pronounce the OU. We're going to pronounce it anyway. Normally, a silent E tells you to pronounce a consonant in front. But still, if you see a silent E, even if its job isn't to tell you to pronounce a consonant before, that silent E at the end usually indicates that the noun is feminine. So la joue is feminine because we can see the silent E at the end. La paupière, we could make the same argument, but there's a slightly better way to know that la paupière is feminine. Notice the last four letters. It's I, E with an accent grave, followed by an R, followed by an E. Almost always, if you have an I, E, accent grave, R, E, it is a feminine noun. Right, so those are the words for le visage, the face. Now, by the way, visage is masculine. A lot of words that end in AGE, not all, but a lot that end in AGE are masculine. Le visage is masculine. Now, to try, as usual, write down the list 5 times. You need to reinforce these words, but you need to use it in some context as well, preferably. It helps you even better than writing down the words. So each time you look in the mirror and you see yourself, you say, voici mon nez. Here is my nose, for example. use these different words. Touch each part of your face as well, because that reinforces the learning. Get all your senses involved. And compliment yourself as well. It's good for your self-esteem. You can say something, for example, like, j'ai de belles joues, I have beautiful cheeks. So use these different tricks to reinforce these concepts, to reinforce this vocabulary. The more you use words in context, the faster you learn them and the longer you retain them. Right, I hope this video was helpful, and I shall see you in the next one.